The following broadcast may contain explicit language and adult themes. Viewer discretion is advised. The opinions expressed in this broadcast are those of the hosts, talent, and guests, and do not reflect the opinions, views, and standards of Pyro Media Enterprises, affiliates, subsidiaries, or its members. Hello there, Mavericks. We are back with another episode of The Unusual Mavericks. I'm your host, Kwame, joined by the handsome, the melanin rich, Just Dominic.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Kwame. I'm happy to be back.
We have a lot to talk about today.
Yes, we do.
Yes. But before we get into everything, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty fantastic. I'm still, riding the wave, the high of the music video and everything that's going on within the music. So I'm really, thank you. And I'm just looking for bigger and bigger things.
Yes.
As we continue to grow.
More to come on the horizon. Yes. And if you are just joining with us, please do us a favor and hit that like button. You can go ahead and share it as well.
And share.
Don't forget to subscribe.
That's right.
Yes. All right, Dominic, we have a lot to talk about today. So let's get into, what do we call it again?
The Maverick Alert.
Yes. All right, sir. Go ahead and kick it off.
Wow. So where do we start? Well, it looks like, according to, I should say what's going on with Marvel? According to the LA Times, this lawsuit with Victoria Alonso and Disney is really heating up.
Yes. And for those who do not remember, we talked about Victoria Alonso last week, and she was there was a lawsuit. She was fired from Marvel. There was some speculation on why she was fired and all of that jazz. But this is Victoria Alonso, and this is what who is the issue right now, or not? She is the issue, but this is what we're talking about in regards to the issues that are going on between her and Marvel.
Yeah, it sounds like multiple news outlets, from Yahoo News to, as I just mentioned, the LA Times, and I believe Pride.com have all reported the same thing. And it says that she was fired, or Disney fired her for opposing the LGBT plus censorship. I guess Disney wanted to put a censorship on what they could and could not show within the Disney franchises, including Marvel. And they really wanted to censor the LGBT plus community within their work.
That sounds real suspect to me, especially when the LGBTQ community is literally the one of the biggest sellers or biggest customers that they have.
Yeah, and I guess the film that she co-produced with this Argentinian producer, he is openly queer. And that was also something that seemed allegedly to rub the executive producers of Marvel Studios and Disney the wrong way.
What are your thoughts on this? Because this doesn't bode well for Disney at all.
Well, of course, we were speculating before about the possibility she was fired because they said breach of contract, but she made it very clear, and I guess her lawyers made it very clear that she did not breach her contract. She was not working for another studio. However, she did produce. And we know with executive producing means that you financially contribute to a film project.
Right.
It doesn't mean that you're necessarily on set every day. You're part of the hiring process or any casting, anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, if you're going to invest in something, you may keep your ear to the property and figure out, what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what do I think about this?
Mm-hmm.
Well, according to all of these news sources, this is not a good look for Disney
At
at all.
all. I don't think so. I don't think so either.
And here is a woman of Latin descent
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
who is investing in the LGBT plus community and storytelling, and Disney is oh wow.
Yeah, of all places, of all
Of all
organizations,
places.
of all places, and of all organizations to. But you know what? I'm not really surprised because I've always had a feeling that, or felt that Disney has been a supporter of utilizing, and this is just my personal opinion, of utilizing the LGBTQI plus community as a cash grab. This is not surprising to me. I've heard through people who have worked there, and I'm not just talking about working at the parks. I'm talking about people who have worked in the executive levels and people who are at the headquarters talking about different things that they have seen and noticed that didn't bode well for how they should have navigated different demographics. So this is not a surprise to me. I don't ever put anything past big conglomerates like, or big organizations like Disney or Warner Brothers or, any of the big wigs out there, because it's just, it is what it is.
I'm really curious to know about the censorship. What was that about? Because what are the clauses? You can't show people kiss. You can only show people hold hands.
Right.
What was the censorship? And why is it such a big deal?
Right. And why is it specifically on the LGBTQI community or LGBTQIA?
Well, we all know that Disney has really been focused on producing family-friendly content, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And that is why creators such as James Gunn and a lot of actors are like, hey, we can't perform the way we need to perform these Marvel and tell these Marvel stories in a family-friendly form because it does not really match the comic books accurately, like Deadpool.
Right.
For God's sakes, that is not how are you going to make that family friendly?
And the comics are not family friendly at all. And this is on both the DC
they're
side.
Graphic novels.
Yeah,
correct.
And they're both on the DC side and the Marvel side. They're like that. So it's just insane to me. But good luck, girl. Because I don't. And when I say good luck, I'm talking about you, Disney. Because I don't see this boding well for y'all.
No, we know that Disney is already in a dispute with the governor of Florida and that office. And now to see one of their top executives at Marvel, or departed executives, this Victoria Alonso, who seems to have evidence. And I mean, I just don't see why Yahoo News and the LA Times and other news sources would say, hey, wait a minute, we have information and they are reporting that.
Right.
It's just So what are your thoughts on it?
Like I said, I don't foresee this boding well. They really need to get an Olivia Pope involved in this one because I don't see how this is going to I don't see how they are going to navigate out of this.
Yeah.
Because if she has the evidence, I don't see how they're going to fix that.
Yeah.
And
I doubt if these news outlets are reporting this, and we're getting various news outlets to, confirming the sources. It just doesn't. Yuck.
Yikes. Yeah, ATL Torres says, I guess they only want Care Bear type movies. And I don't even know if it's just that. I don't know. And that's my question.
You're right.
Well, I mean, but that's my question, Dominic. Are they specifically saying, what is she specifically insinuating or alleging that Disney is targeting LGBTQIA censorship, or is it just overall adult censorship?
No, it according to the report now, because I wanted to get the report accurate, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and in regards to what they're saying that uh, she opposed the LGBT plus censorship clause that was in her contract,
Mm-hmm.
and by co-producing with this openly queer Argentinian producer on this movie about obviously brown people and queer people, and she breached her contract by not by opposing that censorship. We don't know what the details of the censorship are or is. I don't know if they're saying that, yeah, a family friendly gay movie is fine, but one that
But,
tells a real story is just too much.
but,
I don't
la-
know.
but last week they reported that the reason why they fired her was because she breached her contract in regards to her working with another entity, which that wasn't the
Yes.
case.
Yes, it's still the case. It still applies, but they didn't give the details, which is this is the smoking gun. You see what I'm saying?
I get it now.
They
Okay.
they told a vague story.
Right.
And now her lawyers and all these multiple news outlets are reporting, yeah, and this is she opposed censorship on the LGBT plus community and storytelling.
This is not looking good, y'all. This is not looking good. I don't think that this is a smart idea. Disney,
No,
y'all playing with fire, and this is not a time to bring that type of heat to your organization.
not at all.
Well, good luck, girl. I hope the truth prevails, and I hope that we can come to a good situation, because I would not like to be a part of a group saying, Marvelites or people who love Marvel, to be a part of a group that opposes who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But good luck, Miss Alonzo.
But look how much has come out over the past 2 weeks. The guy that they terminated, show that Isaac guy. Can you pull him back up again? I know his picture should be marked. He's the former president of Marvel.
Got it. Hold on. Hold on. Is it this one?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So remember, multiple sources have reported that he has opposed the LGBT inclusion, which X-Men had LGBT characters. He didn't want any of that. He opposed the making of Black Panther, the original Black Panther, and obviously its sequel.
Yeah.
He did not want these parts of the Marvel comic book universe and animated universe into the live action universe.
Yeah.
So he had issues with also they said issues with a female Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
So issues with black, brown, gay, everybody. This guy is, as Republican as they can get, or I should say as conservative as they can get. And super rich, billionaire, and owns a large chunk of shares in Disney. So just connect the dots. It makes a lot of sense.
It makes sense. Well, good luck, girl. I hope you prevail, and I hope in you prevailing, I hope that it changes the culture and the direction that Disney is going into, because that would be really upsetting.
Yes.
So, all right, let's go. I'm going to skip the next part because I want to save, I want to go good or bad, semi-bad, good. Let's talk about Marvel and Samuel L. Jackson in the Secret Invasion and what's going on with that.
Yeah, so of course, for all those that trying to think that I don't like Marvel or love Marvel, that is so not true. I love both franchises. Because I love them, I criticize them both. So I'm never gonna be easy on DC either, but I am rooting for them to step it up because we need to see competition. I believe and before we even get into this, I believe that Marvel's last phase sucked so much because DC hasn't been stepping it up. And when your competitor steps it up, you step it up.
I agree.
So I'm looking forward to seeing how they step it up with Samuel L. Jackson's new series that's coming to Disney Plus, Secret Invasion. And it's debuting on Disney Plus. I believe it's June 21st. So a week after the Flash movie comes out. So they're smart about that.
I mean, they have to be, because it's like, y'all,
Yeah.
we don't have time. I mean,
So-
it's we need to start like making, because we're making really critical mistakes right now, and it's not looking good.
Yeah. Yeah, no. So the Krill War and the invasion that the Krills execute on Earth is basically going to be the plot of this particular series. I believe it's only going to be 6 episodes. So a series this short should really bring it. They don't have a lot of time to give us fillers.
Yeah. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy is also coming out as well.
Yes,
Volume 3.
Correct. James Gunn's last effort within the Marvel Universe is coming in May. It should be May 5th, I believe. And according to a lot of, I guess, the test screenings and reviews from a lot of critics, this movie is pretty dope. It's going to be very good.
I've enjoyed all of the Guardians of the Galaxy
me too.
Volumes, with the exception of that Christmas BS that was there. I was not
Agreed.
a fan of that. That was terrible. Although I heard that it did pretty decently.
It did very well. It had high ratings on Disney Plus. It did better than a lot of the phases, including She-Hulk ratings. It did better than She-Hulk. It did better.
I think a lot of things did better than She-Hulk.
Yeah, it did better than a lot of stuff within the phase.
Every time you mention She-Hulk, it just gives me
I know.
It's very triggering.
Yeah, well, hey, listen, that's the reality of it. Even all of James Gunn, he's been the golden boy for a little while.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to see him take all that he's learned and all that he's given to Marvel over to DC.
Yeah, we'll see. Now, now Marvel's Echo and Ironheart is rumored to be delayed to 2024. Now, we talked a little bit about Ironheart last week, and how that makes more sense why it's delayed, because of all of the concerns and issues and speculation that's been going on around that.
Well, copy and paste that to Echo, copy and paste that to Blade, copy and paste that to a lot of different projects that are now delayed and going to trickle into 2026.
Major Boy says, I hope I'm alive to see all the bigots white supremacists in charge die out to new blood.
Yes.
Yeah. ATL Torres says, is it true that expand on Quill's sexuality? They're going to expand on Quill's sexuality on part 3. I didn't hear about that.
I have no idea. I mean, it's something. If you can change genders, then I mean, come on. That would be very interesting. Yeah. Another thing that we haven't another thing that kind of slowly is leaking out. I didn't really see any big headlines. Is Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse, the Miles Morales animated series or movie. That follow-up movie is due to be released too. I believe it's coming out this summer. But a lot of people are criticizing it because they say he's going to have a romance with Gwen, which is really another version of him, I guess. Or she's a version of Peter Parker. Never mind. So, but still, though, people are like, why are we going through this romance and da-da-da-da-da. But hey, we'll see. That's just a rumor.
Major Boy says they give leadership for change and diversity a bad reputation. I agree.
But we do know that Walt Disney himself was a KKK member, right?
Well, that's allegedly.
No, that's historical fact. Anyone who wants to argue that, please check your history books. And sue the historians. Don't come for us.
I mean, Let's be honest. All right, so that's what's going on with Marvel. Let's go over to DC Studios because DC Studios has some amazing stuff come on. Recently, they
need to. They just hit rock bottom with Shazam.
Yeah. Now, Michelle Holly says, "I did not know that, brother." I did not know that, brother Dominic. I grew up off Walt Disney, and the same thing. I grew up with Little Mermaid, Lion King, all that stuff, whatever. So a lot of people didn't know that. I'm sorry, I forgot to say hello to everyone came in on the white supremacist and triggered. No problem, Major. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Now, DC had a major boost this past couple of weeks because Blue Beetle. The Blue Beetle trailer came out, and Blue Beetle is coming, and Mexican American teenager Jaime Reyes gains superpowers when a mysterious scarab binds to his spine and provides him with a powerful suit of blue alien armor. And it's expected to be released on August 18th, 2023. Now, we have the video, the trailer. If you guys haven't seen it, we're going to go ahead and play it. Now, hopefully, YouTube and Facebook does not shut us down for it. So, but
hey, James Gunn, how you doing, James Gunn? We love you.
So, if you have not seen the trailer, it's public, but we're gonna, just to make sure, we're gonna do a little spoiler alert. And without further ado, here is the trailer.
Excuse me, Mr. Reyes? You finished scraping the gum off that lounger or what?
Everything right now feels so out of reach.
You always land on your feet, bro. You're Jaime.
They don't get out much. I just want to rap. Jenny?
Guard that habits in your life, but do not open it.
You went in to get us jobs, and all you brought back was a hamburger?
Okay, I don't think it's a burger.
You haven't looked?
What the hell is that?
How did you get it to do that?
I think he likes me.
It's on your back! Get it off! Get it off! Jaime.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. What the?
Host acquired.
Who said that? Okay, it's gonna be okay! Space.
Re-entry systems ready.
Wait, no! This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. What is going on? I just want to rock.
It's called the Scarab. It's some kind of world-destroying weapon. It's designed to protect its host.
This ain't what you want.
Sometimes it does what you want, and sometimes it doesn't.
Body out of here.
I think I cut a bus in half.
The Scarab chose you, but it belongs to me.
That low you feel for your family makes you weak.
I just wanna rap. You gon' kill my God, standing my money, don't know my side.
The universe has sent you a gift, and you have to figure out what you're gonna do with it.
That's my mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Whatever you can imagine, I can create.
Let's party.
Nice choice.
I just wanna rap.
Whoa, it's like Batman stuff. Batman's a fascist.
I just wanna rap.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was the first time I saw it in its entirety.
In its entirety, yes. So this begins the kickoff of James Gunn's Chapter 1. And he announced that this is the beginning of his Chapter 1. So Shazam is the end of pretty much of the Snyderverse. This is the beginning.
Yes, so this is in reference to what we reported on a few weeks ago in regards to the chapter 1, right? Correct? Am I mistaken?
Yeah, well, this is the old James Gunn has altered this to end as you see the little universe reset. Oh yeah, it says it right there, universe reset. So this is the beginning of his chapter 1.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes.
So chapter 1, and then isn't some a lot of these were changed, correct? Or are these still going to be happening?
These are going to be happening. There's lots of rumors that Henry Cavill is still attached to DC, but he's going to be attached to the Lantern series.
Got it. Yeah, I did hear about that. I think we talked about that. But let's get into
Yes. So for those who watch Young Justice,
yes.
we have seen Jaime, correct, on Young Justice. So here he is in live action, and you've got an all-star cast. Oh my God. Yes, ATL. You know, a lot of people are saying, okay, this I'm feeling.
Yeah. Now, really quickly before we go into a deep dive on this, I wanted to make sure that we corrected something. Brother Dominic, you said Walt Disney was KKK. Not so Walt Disney was associated with the KKK himself, but the Disney park was not.
Correct.
So yes.
Correct.
But go on back to Blue Beetle. My apologies.
Yes, and he's been dead for like 100 years now, or something like that. So yes, the stakeholders and a lot of people have shifted, of course, from that old-timey way of thinking. Yeah. Obviously, we were talking about the relic that is still a major owner in Disney, who is very conservative.
Right.
So yeah, and we're not saying that he's a part of the KKK, just very conservative.
Right.
Yes. So getting back to this film and this trailer, as we see George Lopez, who doesn't love George Lopez, Susan Sarandon is a part of this cast. This actor is a newcomer. I don't really remember him from anything, but I do believe Blue Beetle is one of, if not the first, Hispanic lead superhero in the DC universe.
That's right. That is correct.
So I'm really excited, really excited to see this. And yeah, already you tell me, no, it's about if James Gunn got something to, but it looks like they're starting off on the good foot. Let's just see.
Can I just
say?
Can I just say? Let's. I mean, honestly, look, when I'm looking at even just the graphics and the design, I was not expecting this.
No.
Was not expecting. This is something that we see more on the Marvel side because they are very superior when it comes to the graphics. But this right here will give Marvel a run for its money. It looks sharp.
Well, look, this is what happens when you bring over some Marvel folks.
Well, yeah.
That's why I'm saying we need to give them a shot, because now we have a brand new reset on the DC universe.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing. I mean, what I'm concerned about, though, if we go back to our conversation that we had last week, and then we'll have to take a quick commercial break afterwards. But we talked about how Aquaman is being pushed back, right, to December. And we talked.
Yeah, it says it there. It's December, Christmas Day.
Right, but we talked about how Aquaman was going to be pushed back to December because of remakes and graphics,
re-edits. They're still editing. Yeah.
So my concern is if it's not on the same caliber as, because what I'm accustomed to when it comes to Aquaman, Aquaman had a high production value. Like it was underwater, and they created this incredibly crazy looking at Atlantis. It was really graphically, I believe it was also super expensive for them, but regardless, at the end of the day, it was still visually dynamic. So one of my concerns is that is it going to be on the same par as Blue Beetle? Because you can't start off with this new universe and it's coming out, this looks amazing, and then we're going to come back and go into that whole kind of Snyder, dark type lens that they're using and all that stuff or whatever. So hey, Kyrie, if you're just joining, we just got finished watching the new
Blue Beetle.
So we're talking about that right now.
Yes. According to your boyfriend, Jason Momoa, you said what just happened? Rewind.
Right, you catch the replay, but we're basically talking about this trailer for Blue Beetle.
Yeah. And so, according to your boyfriend, Jason Momoa, he was saying that earlier test screenings of Aquaman were okay because they were still
Hold
working
on.
out.
What are you guys talking about? What the heck just happened? What do you mean? Can you guys see us? Is everything okay? I'm not sure what happened.
We're still live.
Oh yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Can you guys hear us? Can you guys hear us? Are we good? Go ahead and put a one in the comments if you can hear us. Can you guys hear us?
It says
Hello?
you blacked out for 4 minutes.
You blacked out for 4 minutes. Can you see us now? Can you hear us? Was watching you from my TV and it says policy. I knew it. I knew it.
Oh no!
Yeah,
we just the trailer.
Yeah, I just took it off, so that's probably why you guys can see us now. I knew. Oh my god, are you guys watching us from? I think most of you guys are watching us from YouTube. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. We had a policy violation because it said the stream was suspended for policy violations. Are you good now? Okay, just went back out. Okay, you're good now. Yeah, so yeah, okay. I can't put up the I'll just put this up. I can't put the visual up.
We tried to be fancy.
I tried to be fancy. I tried. I knew it was gonna happen. But I'll take that hit. Sorry about that, you guys. Anywho, we can't show some of these trailers, even though a lot of these other bloggers and vloggers out there can show it on their channel. Apparently, we can't show it on ours. It is what it is. YouTube chooses suspended for policy violation. But you guys are good now, right? You guys can see it. You should be able to refresh and we should be good to go. I just want to make sure we're good. Can you see us now? Can you hear us now? I'm sorry, Brother Kwame. Can you hear us, though? Can you hit a 1 if you can hear us and if we're good to go now? Let us know. Let me go ahead and double check on mine.
Yeah, I checked on mine and it still says stream suspended for policy violation.
Major boys, can you hear us? Stream suspended for policy. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. That's really stupid.
Yeah. Nope.
Okay.
We got in trouble.
Yeah. I don't think they can hear us. Oh, wait. I can see us now.
Oh, it came back.
Yeah, it came back. I think we're good now. Can you guys hear us now? Go ahead and put a 1 in the chat if you can hear us now. Okay, it says you're back. Yeah, we can't put. I'm so sorry, you guys. We can't put up anything regarding that video, so we're not going to show you guys the Blue Beetle trailer anymore. Thanks a lot, YouTube. You allow people to put on. I try to do something nice for our audience. You know what I'm saying? To allow them to get a cut. But y'all can go ahead and look at the trailer yourselves. I'm so sorry, you guys. Thank you guys for sticking around and hanging with us. We apologize for all the craziness. YouTube did take us down for a couple of seconds and suspended us for a little bit because we showed the Blue Beetle trailer. So we're not going to do that again. Hopefully, they'll allow us to put up this picture. Is that okay, YouTube? Is that all right?
Is that okay?
Is this appropriate? Is this okay? All right. I don't see it. I don't see anything being moved yet. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so let's continue talking about Blue Beetle. My God, on today.
I know that's right. Anyway, so it's just so interesting to see the all-star cast. I don't even see the live on my end at all.
Refresh it. I can see it. So we're good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'll just get back to the point. Yeah. I just seeing Susan Sarandon and everyone. So I was saying that this cast is Blue Beetle is one of the first, if not the first, Hispanic or Latin lead superhero. And I believe he's Hispanic.
Yes, he is. He is. I believe he's Mexican American, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I believe so.
I'm just really excited to see more diversity within it. I'm just really excited about this particular character too, because this is an opportunity for them to Major is hilarious. Beautiful bald one. Don't be discouraged. The enemy always busy. Which bald one? We're both bald. Which one?
We'll just say thank you.
Thanks. So, but regardless, at the end of the day, we're one of the. I'm really excited about Blue Beetle being introduced because of the simple fact that this is an opportunity for DC to open up a door to Justice League. Excuse me, Young Justice. And so I would love to see a Young Justice level type movie on this caliber of Blue Beetle. So I mean, we'll see how it all goes. I mean, one step at a time. Right now, I'm just really excited. I haven't been this excited about a DC movie since probably. I'm even more excited about this particular DC movie more than I was about Black Adam, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, well, because Jaime has had a whole lot more time to sit with audiences thanks to the animated universe and Young Justice, absolutely Young Justice, and some of the movies. And we're about to get Damian as well, Damian Wayne, who's another member of Young Justice.
Yes.
Or Teen Titans, depending on which one you want to look at it. So he was part of that. So this is just fantastic, like you said. So we're inching up on all of our favorite DC superheroes, and so I'm just excited about it. And the film looks so good.
Yeah. All right, you guys, let's take a quick commercial break, and when we get back, we're gonna get into some more stuff here. So stay tuned. Thank you guys for hanging in there, and sorry about all of the other stuff, but we'll be right back after this. This episode is sponsored in part by Bullet and Flight Radio. Get ready to uplift your spirit with Bullet and Flight Radio, the world's leading progressive Christian radio station. Experience the vibrant fusion of gospel house music and a rich medley of inspiration from all musical genres that'll make your heart soar. Join their extraordinary lineup of today's trailblazers, visionaries, and voices that matter, all sharing their stories and wisdom. Stay plugged in around the clock as they broadcast unmissable content 24/7. Your go-to station for all things inspiring. Become a pilot today by visiting bulletandflightradio.com. Bullet and Flight Radio. Your story, our station. And we're black by popular demand. Oh, wait, that's for Power Hour. But the same thing. Why not? So thank
Same host.
Same thing, different cast, right? But thank you guys so much for joining in. If you are just tuning in, don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. It does help our algorithm, and it does help us do what we love to do best, which is entertain.
Yes, and it's a free way to support the channel.
Yes, you don't even have to give us any money. You can if you want to, but if we know that the inflation's real, we're possibly going into a recession, so hitting the like button's free. So thank you for that. So we just got finished talking about some of the alerts that are going on in the DC and Marvel worlds, and some exciting stuff. We got cut off by YouTube because of the Blue Beetle trailer. Sorry, YouTube, and all of those different things. But yes, there's a lot going on in this sphere, and so we're just really excited to see all of those different things and all of the new things that are happening. I'm personally excited to see that movie. Like I said, I have not been this excited about seeing a movie from DC in a while. So, and to be quite honest with you, I'm a little disappointed that Marvel's not stepping up his game, but we'll see how it goes.
I think that they will. I mean, they this June is going to be super active, and we will see with the Secret Invasion story, 6-episode story, and we'll see if they're stepping it up or not.
Yeah.
That's
we'll see how it goes. All right.
Yeah.
So we've been doing some watching. For those who are CW fans or not, there's been some things going on, and some the latest episodes of Superman and Lois have been going on. So let's talk about a little bit about it. And if you are in the middle of watching or have not watched it, there is a spoiler. And so we're going to be talking about, and just a quick little review on some things. We're going to be talking about Superman and Lois. Superman and Lois is on the CW, and I am very impressed.
Yeah.
Very impressed by this season. I'm not a big CW fan person, but the production company that they're using, the production itself has stepped up the game.
I roll my eyes every time you say that.
Listen, I'm not.
You are, because you watched all of Smallville. You watched all of the originals. You watched all of Vampire Diaries. You watched. Shall I go on?
Let me clarify. I'm not a big CW DC fan.
There we go.
The hell? Okay. So I'm not a big CW DC because I feel like a lot of it comes across cheesy and corny. But it's to me, I look at CW DC shows like I look at Tyler Perry shows.
Oops.
They're just there they're there for entertainment. They got bad wigs and all stuff, whatever, and the script's a little weird, right? And so, but at the end of the day, I really have enjoyed. I've actually really enjoyed Superman and Lois since it started on the CW, but I've really enjoyed the step up of Superman and Lois since it's this past season. Yeah,
season 3 has been amazing. So we just finished, or they have released the first 3 episodes to Superman and Lois season 3.
I'm sorry, ATL Torres said, please don't bring up Vampire Diaries. Bonnie Bennett need justice. Now, ATL Torres, let me tell you something. You are absolutely 150,000% correct.
Yes. And we'll see. Hopefully she's getting justice in a way through this series, because there is a young lady on this series, John Henry's daughter, Natalie. She is a force to be reckoned with. She is a super genius. She's working for the Department of Defense, and she's only 16. She is like really stepping it up. So I'm surprised how many Black people are part of the series, actually.
Yeah.
What a major part they have.
I wanted to answer Michelle Holly's question. I believe that the reruns of Vampire Diaries are on
HBO
Netflix,
Max. I believe it's on HBO Max.
They're still not on Netflix? I thought
it's either Netflix or HBO Max. You know who owns,
I think it's Netflix. I'm almost positive it's Netflix. Because that's where I watched all of
back in the day, but Warner Brothers owns that property.
Okay.
So,
Yes, you are correct. They have moved it over. No, you can still watch it on Netflix.
Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if they were sharing. They moved it.
As of September 4th, 2022, all 171 episodes of The Vampire Diaries are streaming on Peacock and HBO Max. So check out Vampire Diaries, because it will lead you into one of my all-time favorite series, The Originals.
Yeah, The Originals is pretty fantastic. And not to get too far away from what we're talking about, but there's another series that rivals The Originals, and that is Shadowhunters.
Shadowhunters.
And that's on Hulu.
Yes.
So if you have the opportunity,
really, really good. Now listen, I will say this. Shadowhunters is a little more, okay, but the writing is really, really good. I will say that it will enthrall the storytelling. It will enthrall you into its own world, just like the Vampire Diaries. The Originals does. I still think the Originals is slightly better, just in terms of the writing and how adult it was. But
I don't know if I would say it was more white. It's more diverse. They have Asians, they have blacks and Latinos, so it's like a mix with Shadowhunters. I feel like the other one is more white.
I feel like it's more teeny bopper is what I mean. It's slightly more teeny bopper than the Originals, in my humble opinion. Both of them are. I've seen Wicked City ATL. It's very, and I was actually really, the acting could have been better, but hey, it's a low budget network, right? But I thought I think it will rival Charmed if they keep going with it. But I haven't seen any news on or if they're gonna do a second season or not. So I don't know. That's an all black Just Dominic. It's about
okay.
It's like a black version of Charmed.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, the first 3 episodes of Superman and Lois have really been fantastic, with dealing with real issues like breast cancer, which really surprisingly hit really hard. And I guess because we all know someone who has dealt with breast cancer, so that was really awesome. And seeing the big bad of the season be Bruno Mannheim, and that is the actor from
he played, where I remember him from is The Expanse.
The Expanse. And wasn't he on the zombie series too?
Yes, he was on The Walking Dead. You're correct.
The Walking Dead, yeah.
Chad Coleman is his name. Is the actor's name, Chad Coleman, and he plays Bruno Mannheim in this season. He's actually really, he was in The Walking Dead. He was in The Orville. I didn't know he was in Orville. He was in he was in The Wire as well. Interesting.
Yeah, he has quite a following and a lot of respect. And this, I feel like this whole Superman and Lois really should be on HBO Max.
I know why he's in Superman and Lois now. He was an All-American.
Yeah, he was an All-American.
I completely forgot about that.
The Arrow. He's signed to Greg Berlanti Productions right now.
Yeah.
So he's just gonna cross over to everything. But he is so good in this.
Yeah, I think he's a really good actor. Taylor Buck, who plays Natalie Irons, the daughter of Steel, is really, really good as well. She's a standout.
She's really good. Yeah. She's just a little genius.
Now, the guy that the actor Jordan Elas, who has replaced the previous John Kent, they did one of those Dynasty back in the day shows where they just swapped it and they didn't explain why.
Nope.
They just filled it. And
they just got a haircut or something.
Yeah, I think that shows need to do that. We don't need to explain why this person had a facelift. Just keep it moving. If the actor doesn't work out, then peace out, bruh. Okay, and the last actor had some very homophobic remarks and homophobic issues going on, allegedly, about some things going on. That's why his behind was booted. Okay. Yeah. Peace out, girl. Because this actor was, in my personal opinion, fits the cast way better in any old dang on way.
They look so much alike. They really look like brothers, if not like twins. and they're playing twins. So it's like, wow, the first three, really check it out, folks. But I highly recommend that as well. And I highly recommend Shadowhunters, even though I do think the originals is a step up. But for a minute, you and I were like, oh my God, this is so close.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Michelle says, I'm going to keep hanging out with you, Brother Kwame. I love being a nerd. Thank you for being a Maverick. We love nerd out here. There's all sides of we're not a monolith, and there's nerds in our culture as well. And we love geeking out on here. So we thank you guys so much. We have to wrap up. Just Dominic, do you have anything else before we go?
Yes. Let's quickly talk about well, I don't know if we can talk about the Flash.
Yeah, I haven't seen the latest episode yet, so we can do a full deep dive next week.
Yeah, we'll do. They're on hiatus for the next 2 weeks, so let's just talk about the first 8 episodes then.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll deep dive into the Flash. You guys, like I said, I wasn't a big DC CW fan until, especially with the Flash. I didn't like the Flash for a while, but I started, Just Dominic got me into it, and this latest season, it's cute because I'm here for Iris West. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm here for Iris West.
Which is the whole reason why I started to watch. It's because I was like, oh, I like Candace Patton.
Candace Patton is the best daggone actress on that daggone show. That's my girl.
She's up there at the top.
Black excellence.
Yeah, she is.
You better get your coin, Candace.
So we'll keep everyone in touch and clued in, stay connected with us as we follow what's going on with Marvel and their lawsuits and all this stuff with Victoria Alonso. That's really troubling.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, I have to jump over because I have to produce another show right after this called Candid Conversations with Kyrie Sinaj.
Yes.
ATL Torres says, have you all watched Wolfpack with Sarah Michelle? I have not seen that yet, but I have.
I've seen the first 4 or 5 episodes.
You couldn't get into it?
It's moving slow for me, and now I see what she is, and I won't spoil it for anyone.
Okay.
But maybe it'll really start taking off.
Okay. I'll check it out. All right, you guys. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate you. We'll see you guys next week, and we're gonna go into a deep dive on overall on ATL. Where is that streaming? I believe that's on it's slow
Paramount Plus.
But I like it. Yeah, it's on Paramount Plus on there. So you can go ahead and check that out, Michelle Holly. All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys next week. We're going to do a deep dive on The Flash and keep you guys abreast of what's going on in the Marvel and DC world. So stay tuned. Yes. Thank you so much for watching. We love you guys. And stay unusual.
That's right. Stay unusual.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.
If you enjoyed this content, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Pyro Media Network's YouTube channel for more awesome content. Plus, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss when we go live or upload new videos. Visit pyromedianetwork.com today, not just to check out our incredible roster of talented creatives, but also to gain access to exclusive bonus material available only to our Pyro fam. Show your support for this Black-owned indie network by donating today. Help us keep igniting brands everywhere.